Presentation skill is a huge part of most leader job. So how should we conclude? I always recommend four parts of compelling conclusion when I do workshop live. The first thing you have to do is very short, but you have to signal the end of the presentation. You have to let people know we wrapped up. That's why people say conclusion or in summary or to bring things to close. You can subside in whatever with little parts that you want to fit your style, but you have to say something. Now it can feel a little steep to earth as a speaker, but believe me, your listeners are going to register that you're ending in very obvious way or very organized ways. They want the signal. The second thing you want to do is summarize key takeaway. So you have to boil down your whole presentation into the crystallized sentences. You probably have a team driving through the whole thing up till now, and this is your lecturing to say the key takeaway in one sentence. The third part is also one sentence or two. This is where you ask your audience to do something we call the ask, and the way you ask them to take the very next step toward whatever it is you recommend. To put something into practice that you just told them, and it's a persuade presentation. You may ask them to take the next step toward a portray or the next step toward a call or action in general. And the fourth thing that you do in cleanses, this is where you say one last story, one last complete status. Give them a little piece of an inspirational quote to finish things up. Over time, you can build one afterwards you did in the very opening of your presentation. You grab their attention somewhere in introduction, or you can echo that in your clinch here. So those are the four main parts of a good solid compelling conclusion. I recommend you use this in your next presentation.